How's it going, guys? I am Jay Credo and welcome back to another installment of the Journeyman. When we last left off, guys, things weren't going great for us at all. We had an astounding 4-0 lead, ended up drawing the game 4 each, and ever since then the wheels have truly come off. Are we at the end of our tether? How's it going, guys? I am Jay Credo, and if you've liked what you've seen so far from this series, then please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Again, like I mentioned in the intro, guys, we last left you off a 4-4 draw against Krasnodar 2, where we were actually leading 4-0 at half-time. And ever since then, oh by Christ, things have gone terribly wrong. Let me let you in on not a little secret, because it's public knowledge. So we were carrying on, we've just filmed the last episode. We drew 4 each, absolutely seething. Now, we carried on, we progressed through, we went on a really bumpy run. Now, game was open and playing, so many things open on my computer at the same time, we crash dumped. Okay, not a problem. We'll just load back from our last saved date. We also had autosave turned off due to testing a few tactics, i.e. for the lockdown tournament, running a team review series that I want to be bringing to you guys. And when we last loaded the game, or when we last saved the game, was a few days before the Krasnodar result, in which we bottled it 4 each. So me being the humble guy that I am, I ended up trying to simulate that game to as close as a margin as possible. We did it. We got the draw out of it, which was great. I think we simmed it 5 or 6 times. I won a handful. They won a handful. We finally settled on a draw in the last game. So we saved it from then on. We whacked autosaves back on, and we carried on rolling through the game. And I'd realised that we kind of played another 4 or 5 games after the Krasnodar result, which we were on a bad run, respectively. So I had to sim those games as well and take the worst results possible. So we did that. We put ourselves back in the position we were in regards to our form, in regards to our mentality, and we tried to pick things up from that moment forward. But Jesus Christ, once you're in a slum, you are in a slum. Let me show you what I'm talking about, guys. Let's get into the schedule. We're not going to mess around today. So we're going to go straight into the schedule. Now, looking at the Krasnodar 2 result, I think this was the game here. The game in which we ended up drawing 4 apiece. Now, so we kept simming it, and we finally got a draw. It was a 1-1 draw. Brilliant stuff. Thank you very much. Point each on the board. You can't ask any more for that. And then we played a game against Chimik. Again, we lost in the cup, which we actually lost in the cup and went out on penalties in real time as well. So that was brilliant. We knew we lost against Shinik, and then Veles, and then Kursk. We actually won and drew. So again, we had to simulate those games as well. And so then we picked things up against Dino Bryansk, where we drew 1 each, Angie 2-1, and then drew 1 each against Tom also. And from then on, guys, things went terribly wrong. If you include the Tom game, we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games without a win. Things had to change. So we changed the system. Now, we've gone from playing a tiki-taka based system to playing a Gegen press, where we aim to win the ball as quickly as possible, turn it over as quickly as possible, and hit teams on the attack. Now, looking at things, we started off playing against Zenit, winning 2-0, and then Petrokonospoko, we won 1-0 again, lost 3-1 to Rotor. Again, it was expected. They were I think they were sitting second at the time. We then beat Volga 1-0. We tend to have a good run against Volga. And then we just lost 1-0 against Torpedo Moscow. We are getting done left, right and centre when it comes to squad injuries and fitness and players needing to rest at the minute. So looking at things, guys, we have got a big game coming up against Sochi before we play Krasnodar 2 again. I was going to I was going to record the last game before the winter break, but that was against Krasnodar. Last episode we played Krasnodar, so we've gone with a Sochi result instead. But whilst we were in the process of losing and getting to the end of our tether with this team, with things happening in Russia, it all started when we had that crash dump, and then we had to go back through and simulate, and I had to kind of get as close results as possible whilst trying to remember that we weren't doing so great. So at the same time, I've tried to make it as realistic as possible, but I just think now is a better time than any to move on from here. I think we've got a handful of games left. If we can play the remainder of the season, then great, get to the end of the season. But if a job comes up beforehand, we are going to take it. Talking about jobs, guys, let's go into the staff and let's go into the job centre. Now, we have applied for a handful of jobs, anything and everything, really. The key things I've been looking at when applying for those jobs is the reputation of said club I'm going to be going to. I'm not necessarily worried about the reputation of the league, simply because the reputation of the club and the estimated value of the club are two things that are ticking the boxes for me when it comes to comparing the teams to SKA Karabakh. Okay, so we are only applying for jobs which basically have a higher reputation, a higher team reputation, and a higher estimated value. Which is fair, you know what I mean? It's progression, which is great. And it's a Journeyman series, so you've got to be prepared to travel. One thing I have also done as well, I've expanded our horizons. So in turn, come the start of next season, we have also added another 5 or 6 divisions or 5 or 6 nations and leagues into the database that we will have the opportunity to go and manage in as well. But we will review those when it comes closer to the time. Now, guys, let's get into the tactics. We are in the tactical meter now, guys. We're going to go through to the team selection and we are going to select the best possible 11 for this game. Now, we have been hit with a number of injuries, which, again, I cannot sort of comprehend how bad it has hit us so far. So let me run you through the starting 11 that I wish to play, and let's hope, fingers crossed, it brings us justice. So we are going to put our Buvlok back in goal. So we've got Abukov in goal, Manilov at right back, Sverby, Suslov, and Lilik make up the remainder of the defence. We are actually going to put Matachuk back in there. We've got Ferreira and Tigazian playing in a deep line playmaker role and a box-to-box midfielder role, respectively. Out on the flanks, playing as an inverted winger, we've got Noma and Gudajamurodov. And then advanced playmaker through the middle as Butin, and up top is Basa Luik. Guys, it is very much a standard Gegen press. We needed something to pull us out of the rut that we were currently in. So hopefully this does it. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Here we go, guys. We are here in the official team sheet screen. Again, I'm not going to murder any of the pronunciations, but it is there for you to see. Dressing room. Let's get into the dressing room and let's, come on, lads. You can do it. Let's try and pump them up and give them a little bit of exuberance and just try and get them motivated as much as possible. But morale is very, very low in the SKA camp at the minute, guys. Things are not looking good. And like I said, I don't think we are going to be here much longer. That either means me resigning or me getting the sack. We've taken long throws off. I'm thinking with long throws being off, we can concentrate more on the way that we want to play. Basaluik through on goal. His composure, he really needs to work on his composure. It is not great at all. Again, looking at it, composure is 12, but his decisions 11. You would think his finishing probably lets him down. You would actually think he would be burying that one-on-one chance with attributes like that. But again, 28 minutes played, 4 shots, 5 shots, 1 on target, XG of 0.42, pass completion of 87, and a possession of 61. We are dominating the game, but we cannot do anything with it. Let's get into the dressing room. Let's throw a bottle at their head. I'm not happy with what we're doing out there, lads. Come on, show me something else in the second half. Again, very, very inconsistent. I'm talking about Frank Butcher's EastEnders running the 90s inconsistent. It is absolutely pants. And I was only shouting and screaming about how much I'm enjoying this series. I'm enjoying the series. I'm enjoying the premise of the series, but I'm not enjoying my time in Russia whatsoever. Now, I thought it was going to be a good one. Again, it's probably just down to the way that things have gone. Oh, Bachutin with an absolute pants effort. Let's have a look at making some subs. Kasmi is coming on. Noma is blowing out of his bumhole. And Raphael Furlan is going to come in at left wing or left midfield. Illich with a throw. Bad shooting. Tukasian. Illich, ball into the box. Herrera picks it up on the edge of the box. As Fairby brings it out and plays it to the right back. He's pushed on all the way back to the keeper at the back. Can the keeper work something from the back? Suslov. Tukasian. Furlan all the way out to Kazmi. Can he cut in? He's given a pen. He's gone over and he has given a pen. Basiluik, can he tuck it away? Get in. Come on, boys. Kazmi with the ball, cuts inside. Tackled again. Matachuk to Sveby over the top. Defender clears it out. Great header. Suslov again meets it. Illich. Suslov. Illich on his weaker foot sprays it out to Kazmi. Kazmi with another run. Furlan. Oh, yes. Furlan is a bit of information for you. Brazilian left back. Actually occupying as an inverted winger on the left-hand side. He does the magic. There you go. You can't ask for anything more than that. We are climbing, ladies and gentlemen. 13 shots, 6 on target. XG of 1.95. 2 goals to the good. 86% pass completion. And a 59% possession. Guys, what more can you ask for? There we have it, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in to another episode of The Journeyman. Please don't be afraid to like, comment, and subscribe. Are we going to be in the next video? Tune in to find out. I've been Jay Credo. You have been awesome. Stay safe, stay well, stay you.